On a guess, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevrimon suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Council. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our Savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont! Long live the Sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Is it you? No? It is hard to say. If the pawn I'm looking for doesn't come for... Are you the one, then? Speak up, you good-for-nothing pawns. Which of you is it? Is it you? No? Ah, it must be you. You've got an arrogant look about you. Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
I must talk. The townsfolk depend on me.
Got anything to spare?
Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty.
Learn your place, pawn.
Pray, do as he says and get in line. 'Tis for your own good I say this. You do not want to invoke the Overseer's wrath. To polish up my gear for the morrow.
Face it. Not my
No one's
kind
coming
of
to my
place,
rescue.
this.
Have a heart, cuz. Help me out here.
Not much going on hereabouts.
We're not allowed to talk during missions, sir.
I've troubles enough of my own.
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the Overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
What about this place makes me nervous?
So tired. I've barely the vim to
Oh,
tie
my joints been aching.
Time for you to get to work.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
I don't like the look of this.
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You lot fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives. Get me out of here! Now!
You're most vulnerable to turning your lights. But should the battle turn dire, keep in mind that you do have the military at your disposal. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons for clever combatants. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend clinging to them.
Heal yourself!
Are you unharmed?
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a foul curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Oi, you! Get back here!
After them! Quickly! This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
You must jump. That is the only way forward.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down! It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. And learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? It is a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there.
Fine! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it.
If you find your strength lacking, buy the curative or have a bit of greenwash. When one of the fiends comes through, let guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. Make use of the slope. It will give you an advantage against their ranks. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not schooled. Have you beheld the dragon as yet? I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast ever more fearsome than a rift. One need only look to the miserable state of the village of Nell to see that. We can but hope that the sovereign will rid us of it ere long. Duty, isn't it? When the dragon rears its ugly head, the sovereign steps forth to challenge it. I dare say, Rome owes much of its prosperity to the sovereign's absurdity over time. Though, personally, I'm just glad to know we've got someone looking out for us. Where are you going? Speaking of, 'twould seem fortune smiled on you this day, sir. You might have fallen in the water back there. And I can scarce imagine aught more tragic than finding freedom, only to be immediately engulfed by the brine.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns. They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
Pawns are known as crossers of the rift, for we are able to connect to and traverse other realms beyond this one. When we return, 'tis our duty to use our experiences and the knowledge we have gained to aid you on your journey, Arisen. From this day forth, I shall serve you as your loyal pawn, and aught I learn beyond the rift will be at your disposal.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fine. This is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the rift stones that we might aid you, Arisen. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. We do not need to. We merely do as we are commanded. Rift stones are gates that connect this world to a multitude of others. By their power have we crossed into this world. And when our mission is done, by their power shall we return to our own. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from the threat of the dragon. Even with your memories lost to you, I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
I'm dead on my feet after today's trip.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so. Master, I've naught more to say. Pressing me further shan't change that. I've not much to say at the moment. A grand adventure awaits us. I just know it.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
Not manage your day like getting cut open.
It's a bit of excitement.
Wait for your equipment.
A treasure chest!
Going out, are you? You sure that's a good idea? You seem rather unwell. You ought at least rest for the evening. There should be a spare bed in the lodgings yonder. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready. Take it from me. You're better off resting while you have the chance. The best quality a soldier can have.
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Oh, you should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose.
A moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height. There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
First assess the field, then act accordingly. Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece, if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ricardo's as well, I'm sure.
We must make haste if we are to arrive in time to assist. Useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Get down here, you feathered things!
Make them lose their own impatience.
Battles will not be avoided. It's fight or die.
By your leave. Was most effective.
They sent you to watch my back, did they? It is not... Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
We'd best report back.
You are wise indeed to have sought my aid.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the...
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
We have succeeded in defending our charge. A sign of good things to come, mayhap.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Fancy a gander? I'm fine, good to say.
Now I've gone and stepped in it. We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of late. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'll be paid, of course. Glad to hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note and he'll take care of the rest.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find.
Fancy a gander?
Best quality.
There's no easy thing making a living. So
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the worm, as they say. I'd be caught unawares. I am shamed.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances. Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
The state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
Pitiable Arisen.
Well met. Why not buy your wares here today, sir? Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Can't afford to chinwag. Not till this is done.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad the ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I'd thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many...
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves. or simply purchase some at Rune's Apothecary here in Melve.
I think I get the idea.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, well, if you do...
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roberant, are we? Between you and me, Guz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the ingredients if you know what they are.
Always a pleasure.
What say we see this delivered?
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
You really ought to have returned by now.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array of offensive spells and aid their allies with magical support. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend incanting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
You found strength courses through you. It's good to see.
There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Always a pleasure.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him. But that place puts my hairs. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't...
If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice, but I shan't take up any more.
What am I to do?
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Who might have the answers we need? Should we ask around?
Life's been pretty kind to me. I'm about ready for a break.
This won't last long. Need reinforcements.
Not much going on.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness! Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Avoid flame! At any cost there is. You have been doused in oil.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. They're still one. Regardless, do well not to invite trust. The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claim. Our kingdom has many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. They're still the one. Regardless, are loyal to the king.
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
We ought to take a closer look.
I would so enjoy seeing this obstacle smashed to pieces.
I can attack, if need be. Might I be of assistance? Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now, and wait here. I'll rush the enemies. Give you an opening.
Charging in with reckless abandon is more likely to end in your injury than that of our foes.
I could have done no better. So close a call offers no solace in victory.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
I'm grateful to you, Arisen. Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each...
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come. Let us pass through the gate.
Someone comes to help, I'd be wary after all I've seen.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
I'll train for this.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
Another battle with nary a moment to breathe. We must find a moment to gather our strength.
Well said.
Ingredients are plentiful here of goblins, master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Our foe is not yet routed.
Not bad. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Well done.
I'll have you back on your feet in no time at all.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I'm in awe of your powers of detection. I'm sure my master would be astonished to learn this is here.
Thank you for healing me, Arisen.
Am I the first to notice we've all...
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. The chance you'd like to see it?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
So tired. I barely the vim to tie my boots.
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste the steam.
Have you some business with me? Go on, speak.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
I am ready to attack, Master. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
We ought to take a closer look.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
I am ready to attack, Master. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen. Another statue. Mayhap 'twill yield a sort of use.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Do come again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps this time I went looking for him.
Some peas and calls, and I shan't resist.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there, as quickly as we may.
You'll find the explosive casks by the village entrance.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Splendid accomplishment. You have honed your talents to new heights. Fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest.
A single jar of poison ought to send those Saurians packing. Only do be mindful not to spill any on yourself, Master. Expertly thrown, Master. I'd wager those Saurians will think twice about nesting here again.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such...
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Our task is complete.
That was certainly worthwhile.
An achievement to be proud of.
It is vital that we rest and regain... our strength before moving on.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Might we remove this hindrance somehow?
I can destroy that, if need be. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
We ought to take a closer look. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
We found a chest. Let us examine what it has to offer.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Good sleep does wonders. Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust.
Dogma's seen better days.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work.
These soldiers lack discipline.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds. Let me get that.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
It would be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
True enough.
This is rather thrilling.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Thank you. I am in your debt.
Let us see what you're made of!
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Hang in there, Master! I am coming to assist! Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No sense letting the enemy gain what he can. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Methinks the fiend felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
I suppose there could be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Townspeople depend on me.
Well met.
Now I've gone and stepped in it. Marcus ought to be procuring supplies somewhere north of here. Hand him that note, and he'll take care of the rest. Never should have taken this shift. I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
First, assess the field, then act.
Well met.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime. Do come again.
I'd sooner stay out than let out. Where
A bit much for me.
would that I now had horse
And nary a coin to show for it.
Unexpected.
Would that I now had cause to draw steel.
Bed calls and I shan't resist.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty. If you're playing at Arisen in search of preferable treatment, you'll be sorry. Your head is like to roll ere long. I'd hasten home, were this not my duty. Sets my thoughts down dark paths.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
I've not the time for your prattling. Bother some...
Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
You seem well.
Whatever you need, I'll have it.
This armor's seen better days.
Where are the Saurians?
It cannot weather ice's numbing grip.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do say so myself. Oi! Did you need something? No. I'll take my leave of you then, sir.
Fancy a gander? I find good. Well met. Much obliged.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope that...
What can I do you for?
Can't expect to fare so well every day.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime. Do come again.
I'd hasten home.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. Hold fast, Arisen. I will be with you in but a moment.
What is it? I'm in a hurry here. If you've got some business with me, make it plain already. This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Why? He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as 'tis. Say, your arms look free. And make haste. I would depart for the encampment even a moment sooner. Well, go on. You know what to do.
Where ought we to begin our search?
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm...
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant. I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now. They'll be expecting me.
There, Master! Saurians! Fire won't do much good here. Let's try a different tack. Hard as stone. Tossing at our other foes.
I'll turn you into a pit, Richard. We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
Best quality of scent. This looks as good a place as any. Mustn't let the captains.
Oi, many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus for me. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need arise.
Our efforts have seen the encampment resupplied, and Sir Geoffrey with one less care. A good deed all round.
Well said.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Oh, look! There are rare materials yonder, just waiting to be harvested.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? The day grows darker with our every step.
Where we do not fall prey to enemy ambush.
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
Right, sit down.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue.
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
Is this place bereft of beasts and brigands both?
A brief respite is naught to decry. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
There's no reason to rush into our bedrolls. I might have known we'd camp here again. It is becoming something of a habit of yours, Arisen.
So long as we are safe and warm, I care not where we rest.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
I'll gather this. It might be of use. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Got the enemy right where I need them, Arisen. Don't let up! We are at our best when we combine our strength.
There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look. What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling it'll be worth the climb. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
Do let me know if you're in need of aid.
Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
No challenge.
This place makes my head. Should trouble occur, the quiet day is a welcome. What's this? We're trapped. A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places. A Cyclops! Brave, be on your guard.
On my way!
Strike to send it gazing skyward.
Strike fast and true, and our body shall fall. Find an opportunity. I said we take it. His heart counts. No hope. Well now, I'm not sure.
Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Why, 'tis a treasure in the truest sense.
How exciting! My heart is fit to burst.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Stay calm now. Remember your training.
I'll tell you! It goblins, master!
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, He is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Are the new recruits battle ready?
No suspicious characters shall slip my gaze.
I only pray my watch.
Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry